Do you wish the BMW F850GS had adjustable front suspension? Well, I'm going to show you how to add it, starting right now on MotoTravelUSA. Many people really enjoy the BMW F850GS, but everybody agrees not having adjustable front suspension was a big miss. Well, today, I'm going to show you how to add adjustable dampening and preload on the front end with the Tractive Fork Cartridge kit for the F850GS. Now gather up the tools. Here's what you'll need. A large crescent wrench that can do 31 millimeters width, a 15 millimeter thin wrench, a 22 millimeter wrench, a Torx T60 bit, a Torx T50 bit, a Torx T40 bit, a Torx T30 bit, a torque wrench, a tool to measure the fork oil, a drain pan, a jack, the fork oil that came with the fork cartridge, the Allen key that came with the fork cartridge, the fork cap tool that came with the kit, and the fork cartridge. Gather all that stuff up and let's head to the garage. Start off by jacking the bike off the ground so the front tire is lifted. I also like to put some jack stands as a safety measure too. Remove the front axle retaining bolt. Loosen the left and right pinch bolts, just loosen, do not remove them. Pull out the axle with your foot or a wheel chock underneath the wheel and then lower the wheel. Remove the throttle side brake caliper. Then remove the wheel. Remove the brake line clamp from the fork leg. And remove these 3 bolts to remove the fender from the fork leg. Loosen the bolt on the bottom of the fork leg. Just loosen, don't take it out. And then loosen the fork cap with the crescent wrench. Again, just loosen this, don't remove it yet. Loosen the top pinch bolt with the T40 bit. And then loosen the bottom fork clamps with the same T40 bit. While it shouldn't fall, I would suggest holding on to the fork leg just in case it does break loose and falls through. Once the fork pinch bolts are loosened, twist the fork leg in a downward motion to break it free. Make sure to clean the fork leg once it's removed. To help with these next few steps, I put the fork into a clamp on a bike maintenance stand. Unscrew the top cap from the fork leg. You should be able to twist it off, but if you can't, use the crescent wrench from before. Turn the leg upside down to drain all the oil into a pan. I waited about an hour for the fork leg to drain just to get out as much oil as possible. Now be careful when doing this next step because the insides are under pressure and this is a shortcut. Remove the nut from the bottom of the fork, and once it breaks free, the spring will fly out of the fork leg, so be careful. Keep the bolt in the washer you just removed. These are going to be reused. Make sure to remove all the internal OEM components because none of them will be used. If your fork cartridge is pre-assembled, push down on the spring and place the 15 millimeter wrench on the nut, then put the 22 millimeter wrench on the fork cap. Use the 22 millimeter wrench to remove the fork cap. Then you can remove the 15 millimeter wrench and remove the spacers, the spring, and the dampening rod. While the fork leg is clamped in upside down, I'm actually going to insert the Tractive Fork Cartridge upside down as well. Once it's all the way in, connect it with the OEM washer and bolt on the bottom of the fork. Now remove it from the stand. It's time to fill it with oil. Pour the oil up almost to the top where you see holes. And once filled, start moving the black part of the fork up and down to circulate the oil and get out any air that's inside the tube. Be careful not to go past the normal movement of your fork leg so you don't ruin the fork seal. I did this about 20 to 30 times to make sure all the air was bled out. Once you're certain the air is out of the system, it's time to measure the oil. I use the Motion Pro fork oil measurement tool to do this. The measurement is supposed to be 65 millimeters for all-around riding and 60 millimeters for more off-road oriented riding. Measure your desired amount by extracting all the oil to the measured limit. Once the oil is measured correctly, everything can be assembled. First, start by inserting the spring, then the dampening rod, and the spacers. Push down on the spacers and the spring to place the 15 millimeter wrench on the nut. Screw on the fork cap, and once that's screwed on, you can remove the 15 millimeter wrench. Now you can screw the fork tube to the fork cap. Now reset the dampening adjustment knob by rotating it clockwise until it stops, then turning it counterclockwise 10 clicks to the standard setting. And now you're ready to put it back into the bike. Take the assembled fork and slowly twist it in an upwards motion until about 5 millimeters is showing through the fork bridge. I checked that the height was correct by putting the front axle through both fork legs, and I had to adjust it very slightly. Once the height is set, tighten one of the lower pinch bolts and use the included fork cap tool to tighten the fork cap. Loosen the pinch bolt and rotate the fork leg so the text is in the proper position on top. Make sure your height stays the same. Now it's in. It's time to put it all back together. Tighten the upper and lower pinch bolts. Attach the plastic fender with the 3 bolts. Attach the brake line fork clamp. Slide the tire in and attach the caliper to the fork. And lift the tire, pushing the axle through, and attach the axle bolt and tighten. And tighten the pinch bolts. There you have it. That's how you add adjustable suspension to the BMW F850GS. If this video helped, please give it a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Now let's go explore.